Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to another episode of The Motivator. Presents? I guess? Yeah, that works. I need to get a new title screen for that. Actually, I need a title screen in general. Regardless, I like to talk about accomplishing your goals and dreams on this channel. Very much. Why? Well, because it is necessary. You want to create a human revolution while you are here in this life. What is a human revolution? Well, a human revolution is when one individual is capable of changing the face of their nation or society forever. Generally, we want this to be for the betterment of mankind. And a good example of a current person living right now who has created a human revolution is Elon Musk. Actually, he's created 3 human revolutions in his lifetime. Now, his very first business, he created Zip.com, which revolutionized how we transfer money online. When he sold it, it became PayPal. Boom. $1 million sold. And that business forever changed how we transfer money online. Next, he brought us the electric vehicle with Teslas, which obviously changed the way how we view driving and fossil fuels. Electric vehicles will be forever change our society, especially now with the automated driverless vehicles. Third, he is making steps towards a space-faring race. Like, he wants to ensure that we have a colony on Mars. That's 3 things this man has done that has forever changed our world. That's a good example of a human revolution. You're capable of doing the same thing. You just need to continue accomplishing your goals. Now, what happens though when you don't accomplish your goals and dreams? What happens when you're striving towards a goal and you're knocked asunder, no longer capable of achieving that goal in your current state? How does one suffer through defeat? Says a lot about an individual. What I have done in my lifetime is I have learned to identify a win and a loss as exactly the same thing. Why? Well, I found that it is necessary to control our emotions. And when we win, a lot of people get an abundance of happiness and joy. They're so excited that they won. They did this thing outside of the self. And you should celebrate your victories. I am not saying that you should not. But also, plenty of people, when they get defeat or they lose, they get very emotional, angry, upset, depressed. All these emotional states flood into them, and they don't control it. And control of our emotions is a necessary thing to do with this human condition, because there is nothing outside of the self that can create happiness and joy inside of you, for you. The obverse is also true. There is nothing outside of the self that can make you depressed or sad or angry. All those states and emotions come from this avatar that your consciousness exists in. Literally, that body that you have is the only thing capable of invoking emotions inside of you and having control of what affects our emotions is a strong identifier of character. You want someone in your life that's going to be cool under pressure, under both those situations, a win or a loss, and be able to dissect what happened. So how and what happens, or how does one turn a win into a loss? So plenty of people and organizations, when they win, they don't dissect and identify what they did to make them win. They just accept it. Yeah, we're great. Oh, of course we won. There's no doubt. We're the best. And they move forward without identifying why or how they won. That lack of knowledge turns that win into a loss. And when you lose, if you are able to step back unbiasedly and look at the situation, identify how and where you lost without getting, an emotional outburst involved, that's how you turn a loss into a victory. You gain some knowledge from said situation. That knowledge, hopefully, will benefit you moving forward. So, I encourage people, when everything goes wrong, to embrace the suffering, because as I said in How to Change Your Instant Karma, when you view the negative situation as a positive situation, you instantly change your karma. It's the same thing on a win and a loss. View the suffering that you now have to endure to get over this hump as a good thing for yourself. And look, I'm telling you to embrace this suffering. Being an individual that was abused by his stepfather for over 6 years when he was a kid, from 9 until he was 16. Sexually abused, actually. Now, I'm not telling you to embrace those situations, but I'm telling you the suffering that you endure, regardless of what it is, pressurizes you into a better person. It's the same example as a diamond. We take a piece of coal, put it under extreme pressure. The earth says, grrr! Push it, pressure, stress. The environment continues to push on it and condense it into something greater than what it was. And eventually, you get a diamond. Now, they're not all black, but I think you understand what I'm saying. The extreme pressure and bullshit, stress and struggle that you endure as a human being will create a stronger person. And you're proof of it right now because you haven't given up. You are literally batting 1,000 at getting through your worst day ever. Every time it shows its face, because you've had more than one in your lifetime, and you're still moving forward. So I encourage you to embrace whatever struggle that you have to accomplish your next major goal or dream. And remember, folks, one at a time. Focus on one thing. Believe that you, in fact, can achieve this thing, because that is normally the hardest part, believing. And focus on one thing, believe, and then act on it every single day. That is your recipe for success. Regardless how one suffers through defeat, tells a lot about an individual. Thank you for giving me a portion of your time today. I am the Motivator, given my name in the Marines. Please like, share, and subscribe, because I didn't give myself this nickname.